Shri Tathagata Satpati.
Sir, thank you for giving me this opportunity. We are all non-Kashmiris, but yet everybody is concerned about the country, and therefore we are all willing and very keen on finding out what is wrong with this nation. One thing I have noticed, whenever there is a Congress and NC alliance, whether it is in 1987 when the former Chief Minister said the media had alleged the elections were rigged, immediately 2 years later in 1989 the trouble arose and there was so much problem that everybody thought Kashmir would break away from the Union. Similarly, in 2008, after the fresh elections, today we sit here in this house, 2010, exactly 2 years later, and again we are faced with the same problem. So whether it is the NC Congress alliance that is creating the problem or not, it has to be delved into and looked into very deeply. Sir, it is not a question of politics. We all have to look into history and learn from history, not dwell and keep repeating history or what happened which year in this house and not come up with some tangible solution. Just talking, each party getting some time and you shutting us up is not the solution to find what has to be done to this country. Sir, let us first deal, what is our problem at the center? Is it really insincerity? Is it really carelessness? Do we bother about Kashmir? Or are we just talking something out of our hats? I'll give two small examples. After the UPA 2 came to power at the center, again with the NC alliance here, although NC is a very small party, let us take the example of Faisal Haq. I am sorry nobody has mentioned this till now. Faisal Haq, the Honorable Home Minister, had secret dialogues. And the poor man was killed in December 2009. I am not talking about...
He's alive. Don't say he's killed, he's alive. Faizul Qureshi.
Okay, he survived. All right.
Don't make
Inshallah, the Lord blessed him. Hang on. This is not Trinamool problem. The Lord blessed him. There was an attempt on his life. The Lord, yes, a killer attempt, a fatal attempt, but Allah, the Merciful, protected him and he survived. But have we ever tried to find out that how did this secret dialogue between the Home Minister and Haq come to light? Is it not the central intelligence agencies which leaked the information that we endangered his life?
Nothing remains secret.
That is one way of looking at it. A former chief minister talking so carelessly is surprising. But let us also take what happened in June 2009, immediately after the UPA came to power. And I am not, I repeat, not politicizing the issue. It has nothing to do with the UPA or with any individual. It is the process which our honorable colleague from the NC spoke earlier, and I could feel the pain in his heart. In June 2009, the Home Minister said that the Armed Forces Special Power Act will be reviewed, and maybe in Kashmir it shall be revoked. But let us find out what has happened today. I am not questioning the Home Minister. This is not a question-answer session. But we all know, we read the papers, the same newspapers and the same TV channels that we wish to decry, that a former chief minister says concoct stories, is the same media that has upheld the dignity of democracy in this country. Not us politicians, not the judiciary, not the bureaucracy. It is the media. But what happened? After June 2009, today we are in August 2010, end of August 2010. Has the AFSPA been revoked in Kashmir? Have our utterances, the central government's utterances, been honest? Have we really cared for Kashmir? Are we bothered about it? No, we are not. Let us face facts. If you are a group of administrators, and I am not saying anything about UPA or NDA, all of them are of the same hue. We saw that yesterday. We saw how the voting took place. We saw how the House was full to pass the civil nuclear liability bill because Washington is looking at Lok Sabha live television. But today, Kashmir, which is such an integral part of India, nobody is bothered to be present here. Both sides. I am not naming any one side. It shows the concern. It shows the concern.
Okay, please.
ठीक है. I am happy that you gentlemen
please come to the point.
Please keep up this good habit.
Please.
We recommend it. You please keep up this good habit and be here.
Mr. Satpathy, try to be at this chair and come to the point because our time is very short.
Sir, I'm sorry. I apologize. Sir, it is not Kashmir Valley alone. I had gone to Meghalaya this last weekend. I was there and I had an opportunity to talk to some young people from Manipur and Nagaland. And sir, you will be surprised to hear how they refer to India. They refer to India as a foreign country. They refer to us as, Acha, you have come from India. So what is happening in India? This is their tenor. It is not Kashmiris alone. It is happening all around us. And why is this happening? Because we, people sitting here, we don't care for this country. There is no love today. We have fought for independence. We have brought back that sublime, that subservient attitude back into our lives. And we are responsible for it. We have all become yes men. We have all become followers. We are incapable of thinking what should be done to this country. Sir, the Honorable MP from Kashmir mentioned about the special agreement that Kashmir had. I would like to mention in this house that it is not Kashmir alone. Sir, in Sikkim, if Kashmir had 370, Sikkim had 371, and Goa also, which joined this union after independence, had special agreements with the government of India. And let us also understand that whether it is my state or your state or anybody else's state, all of us today feel that we have been neglected by successive governments at the center for no fault of ours. It is not Kashmir alone. Sir, if Jammu and Kashmir Assembly passed a resolution and the center ignored it, so did the center ignore Bihar when Bihar was split into two states and Bihar wanted 5,000 crores. It was not given to Bihar. So also Orissa. When Orissa, the chief minister, the people of Orissa say that we have minerals, it is given by God to us. And we have the right to develop and walk shoulder to shoulder with self-respect with other states. We were denied under the pretext of environmental damage. So people who have done a course in EDAT, Environmental Damage Aptitude Test, today have the right to sit here and decide that Polavaram can come in Andhra Pradesh because it is Congress ruled, but in Orissa, since it is non-Congress, the chief minister and the people of Orissa will be deprived of development. This is something which should make all of us ashamed of what we are doing here today. Sir, I would like to say that the time has come, we have to raise this issue beyond politicization. We have to raise this issue.
Please,
beyond,
order, please.
Sir, whether it is Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, Jammu or Kashmir, Goa, Manipur, Nagaland, Orissa, all of us are one. We are one country. And it is time that the government of India, they can stand here, the Prime Minister and the Leader of the House can stand here and beg this House to pass the Nuclear Civil Liability Bill. I would have been happy if those same gentlemen were begging this House today that let us find a solution for Kashmir, let us find a solution for the Northeast, let us not politicize the issue, let us not talk about 87's rigging, let us not blame the media, let us love India. But it is not possible today because we need Indians in India today, not foreigners. Thank you.
Shri Chandrakant Khare.